Good evening, everybody. Welcome to All the Press with Mickey T. The stories are hot, the takes are sharper, and the pressure is on. We're checking headlines, calling out the spin, and getting to what really matters. So stay locked in. This is All the Press with Mickey T.
Yes, good evening, everybody. It is the news. First of all, good to be with you. It's Mickey T. So we'll start off with the Epping Football Netball Club tonight. So they announced Nathan Storer as their new head coach for 2027. He moves across from Eltham. He spent his playing and coaching days there, and he's an appointment that suits a very young list there. So that's the first appointment we'll go through. The second one came about probably in the last hour and a half or so. So Darren Buick has re-signed at West Preston for 2027. So it was a tough year. The Roosters relegated to Division 2 for the first time since 1996. I would presume he's juggling a role with Essendon doing their recruiting on a part-time basis, and as well as his son Kobe playing his last year of underage footy before he goes to Essendon in 28. So the next one, Nathan Skoudoudis is the new North Heidelberg coach. That was announced on Sunday night. So he's previously an under-19s coach at the Bulldogs, won the 2025 premiership with the club. North Heidelberg, for what it's worth, they've also provided an update on development works at ASA Park at Shelley Street. So they're of a belief that their occupancy will take place in May 2027. But they also do say if there is a delay, they'll resort to Plan B with a backlog of home games at the ground in the later part of 2027. The next one relates to Kinglake. So Gary Cutler was announced as the Lakers coach late last week. He arrived at the club this year to be their reserves coach, and he takes over from Justin Sherman. Just on the Lakers as well, they haven't actually announced a couple of new signings for 2027. So Sam Rexepi is the first one, big Laylaw goal kicker. He was announced by the club just recently, just yesterday. And Damien Pywell, he was an ex-Kinglake player, went over to Yea this year. He is returning to the club for 2027 as well. So a couple of good forwards for the Lakers coming in for next year. The other piece of news is at Eltham. So Tim Bongetti has been announced as the coach again in 2027 for the senior men's team, whereas for the senior women's, Darren Cardamone has continued his stint with the club there. Lowell Plenty have also locked in their coaches for 2027. So Travis Moose Stevens will coach again, while Chris Dorr is back as a co-coach. Senior women's for 2027 has also been locked in. So Adam Raphael and Chris Hall will be the co-coaches there. They step up from assistant coaching positions to take the main job this year. In terms of re-signings, we do have quite a few. So at Banyule, Sam Sher, Charlie Seraphin and Christian Ganino have all re-signed. But at Bundura, young gun Riley Cameron has re-signed. Same deal with Diamond Creek, a couple of young guns. So Zach Thomas has re-signed, as well as Dylan McLaughlin. At Epping, their longest-serving club captain, Lee Judd, has also signed on. Fitzroy Stars have announced 3 re-signings. So Mingara Clark, Clinton Edwards Jr. and Malik Keegan have all re-signed for 2027. At Heidelberg, Max Folliard has re-signed. Heidelberg West, they've announced a couple of big signings this week as well. So Brad Moore, their inspirational leader, he's re-signed. Ruckman Ryan Offer, he's re-signed. Daniel Clifford, Hunter Garraway, Baxter Sparks and Hayden Bolson have all re-signed. Hurstbridge have also announced quite a few key signings. So Cam Wild, their tough midfielder, he's re-signed for 2027, as has young gun Nash Dyer. Jake Richards has also re-signed, as has Darcy Stewart, Jack Smith, Ryan Baines. From our senior women's team, Alana Curry and Megan Allen and Mel Martini have also re-signed as well. From Kinglake, Liam Stiles has re-signed. McLeod have announced a number of key re-signings as well. So Mackenzie Hogg has re-signed. Connor Heverton has re-signed. Will Dunn, Jordan Corelli and Jasper Howe, they've all re-signed as well. Amanda, we did cover this early in the week. Declan Fell, key defender, President's son, has signed for 3 years, which is rather unique in local footy, but Mernda through and through. And Jet Phillips has also re-signed for 2027 as well. Young gun, young small forward as well. Old Elfin Collegiates announced that Brotherly duo Ruben Thompson and Lenny Thompson has also re-signed. Panhill have made their first re-signings as they go back down to 2020 or Division 3 in 2027. So co-captains Riley Livingston and Sam Parks have re-signed, as have Max Brook, Paul Vavlidis, Austin Dillon, and Jason Panham. Reservoir announced that young forward Dean Jeffrey has re-signed. And a big one at West Preston Lakeside as well, Alexander Darrow has also re-signed. He had a fantastic year. And a couple of announcements over at Hurstbridge as well. So Mitch Dale has finished up after 250 club games at the Bridges and 19 at Diamond Creek. Cooper Perrin also announced that he's finishing up as well. So there's quite a fair bit to go through, I guess, in terms of the senior coach re-signing parade that's going on at the moment and what's going on around the league. But yes, that's the news with Mickey T.
Right here on the street, from the first bounce up to the final siren. Every week we're back and the whole town's vibing. Hands up, don't stop, feel that roar now. One town, one team, we're loud somehow. JK, Grace, Kath and Mickey, Northern Footy Show, get up, get sticky. JK, Grace, Kath and Mickey, Northern Footy Show, we're here to play.
All right, guys, welcome to the Northern Footy Show. I know every week I say I will not be back next week, but there's been two tragedies today, JK, that I want to walk you through. One of my favourite singers in the world, Dolly Parton. This is legitimate. I love Dolly, but she has passed away. Very, very sad. And the other one is probably a bigger tragedy in some rights. Brett McCaffrey went to the doctors today, and no, he's not well. He's seriously, we have to take this seriously, guys. He's not well at all, Big Caff. He's probably sitting up in bed now with V for Vicks and V for Vapor up on his chest. But he went to the doctors and they've sent him away and said, you don't even need Panadol, you big blouse. I'm just telling you what I'm being told. This is the breaking news. Is he generally a bit soft? Because he's quite the footballer.
He is quite the footballer. Look, I'm going to say he's probably under the weather a little bit. Probably had a big weekend, but I reckon he's got the kids as well. In saying that, what's your favourite Dolly song?
9 to 5. Can't beat
All
it.
right, serious. That's such a cop out.
Oh, well, how about coat of many colours?
There we
That's
go. You got to say one that like
Islands
gets
in
you
a
out of your
Stream.
comfort zone.
Islands, that's
can't
my
go wrong
fave
with
too.
that. But,
I would have gone with that, but I didn't want to agree with you because we're going to go early here. So
Let's
Look,
go. So
one.
let's go.
Talk
Get
to
into
me.
it,
Talk
Kath.
to me.
Let's get it out of the way.
One, I'm here.
Yes, thank you.
I
Thank you for coming.
I am here, but
Appreciate
I'm
it.
also sitting a little bit to the right.
To the right.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you tell me, mate. Like,
Why?
I thought I was the number one man. You know, brought the show so far. I miss one show. I get friend zoned. I get
to be
friend zoned.
fair, I'm not even sure it's friend zone, but
Nah,
anyway.
yeah, look, that's my own fault.
We're
But
acquaintances,
we're
so-
acquaintances that sit next to each other on Wednesdays. But yeah, so that happened. You told the whole, how many we had last week. 1.5 million that I was shit myself. So I don't know. I've been bumped over a little bit. Like I'm starting to get all the way out the door. Talk to me, Daz. What's happening?
All right, to be fair, and Grace will vouch for this, just behind, we'll call it the green room, I just said to Grace that, do you want to host the show tonight, JK? And you said, absolutely not, big fella. It's all you. And you might want to ease up on the big fella jokes too, or you'll have another less friend. And then I asked Grace if she wanted to host it, and she went, I've got no notes, but I am very comfortable on the other side. The great man Padge is over there doing the work for us again tonight. We've all been told off 3 times, Grace. How much does Padge get into us before the show?
He's a professional, that's for sure, and we're the complete opposite.
He lost me a bit before he started talking about 4 fingers. I lost the plot. Mickey T, welcome to a big show again tonight. I know you've just broken the news. You are the man of the Northern Football League, mate, when it comes to breaking news. There are some big stories, and we're going to come back to them during the show there. Sam Rex Heppy going to King Lake. That's a big one for me. Cuts has done a good job to get a big signing like that straight away.
It's a massive signing, but then also you look the other way. That's a massive loss for Laylaw. Probably had a rough few years, and he's probably been the one, hasn't he? He's kicked a lot of
been
goals for
fantastic
them.
in front of goal. Yeah, exactly right.
So you take him away, and look, it looks a little bit dire. Maybe it opens up some salary cap potentially. I don't know. I'm just trying to look at the positives.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
there it is. Yeah.
Don't know. Well, I mean, good on him. Everyone's moving forward. We've got a lot to get through tonight, and I'm sure the comments will be flying up pretty quickly. I'd be disappointed if there wasn't one from your girlfriend. Is it Lisa?
She's next. Yeah. Sorry, Lisa. Lisa. She's
missed it.
She's definitely
Oh, she's
Is
already
she into
here.
us already? Oh, she is. She never lets us down.
She actually messaged me the other day. I did miss it. I apologise.
What time does the show start? Put a couple of these
Any
up
truth,
if you
Brett
want.
McCaffrey going to Violet Town?
What's going on? What time does the show start? Well, thank you, Lisa. You're a bit of Sandra Sully as usual, but consistency's good. Northern Footy Show is good.
Violet Town, a very good
Mickey
quality
T is
side
good.
as well.
Mickey, I seen you typing. Is this your burner account?
No,
Come on, mate.
I don't do burners.
Now, the other day, JK was crook the other day. He wasn't able to come and commentate with me, but Mickey T stepped in. Let me tell you, it's a bit of Dennis Committee in the great Mickey T.
Stop it.
He is very, very good. What's Lisa got to say? Any truth, Brett
reckon
McCaffrey is going to Violet Town. Mate, Brett McCaffrey don't travel that far. Like, Epping's currently a long trip for him, so...
There's 2
We're
words.
talking about Calf a lot, and he's
Yeah.
not even here.
There's 2 words about travel, and for everyone, it's how much.
How much?
So how much is the question? And I think if my mate Adrian Alfonsi is listening, he'd very much appreciate that one.
Grace
Look,
has some-
if there's money there, he'll go.
Grace has some breaking news too, I think, from Onside Kick Productions. I've heard about this. I like when the community comes together.
Yes, yes.
Walk me through it, Grace.
They are.
You're engaged to JK. Is that the news?
Yeah, that's what they're filming next
couldn't even
Saturday.
get down
Not
that
sure
low.
Nick will be too happy about this, but anyway.
No, they'll be down at Epping Reserve for our first final with all 3 teams playing, putting some footage together, which we're super excited about.
Scotty Ditcham is the best in the business.
Yes,
He's very,
we've
very
seen
good
it
at that.
firsthand, and we're very excited. I haven't even told the committee that, but anyway, they know now.
There's one up already against Cav. How much? How much
we are-
to get you, Cav? Or
No, this one, we are a couple of acquaintances at the moment. So we'll run with that.
At the moment and forever.
and what's
Forever
that
and
one
ever.
say? And
Always and forever. Look,
are
that's so
JK
cute.
and Grace a couple, or did I miss that one?
Yeah, you
yeah,
missed
you're
that one.
so slow.
Sandra
Yeah.
Sully.
That's right. How much?
I'll get the arse
Fonzie,
here
love
again.
that, mate. Kick a few this week.
All right, let's jump in.
We're going
to
off topic.
Division. Now, before we jump into Division 1, 2, 3 results for the week, How much grief do we get about the sides we put out every week? I feel like, Mickey, look at this handle just start going up.
Not a
I'm
chance.
sorry, I come here to watch Northern Footy Show and not Married at First Sight.
Sorry, sit next to Morris and watch the rest of the
Lisa
show. love.
Carlo was going to come in and do some commentary on
The
Saturday, to
rumour
be honest.
is
Yeah.
she's very keen on you, Mickey. I'm giving you the heads up. She'll confirm that, I'm sure.
You might have to up your age range for him.
We are going to do Team of the Year tonight, Division 1 and 2. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to ask the audience to get involved, tell us who should be in there. We've got a list with some pretty pink lines through it of people that I think are musts. So we're going to go through the musts, can't miss, and then it's up to everybody else to put who should be in the Division 1, 2 of the year. If you don't put it up on this show, as nice as I can say, piss off. I'm not interested in your opinion after that because there's Kath did a good job.
Oh, he
but
got off
he
so
got
light.
off lightly, you
If I
reckon?
put up that same team, I would have copped it. All right,
We're going to find out because you're in charge of Division 2.
You got the good guy tax. So.
All right, Padgy, take me to Division 1, big fellow. The results from this week, and they were Montmorency. They eased off a little bit here, Grace. 33-17, 215. They've said to Casey Duncan, off you go.
Bye-bye.
6-6-42. Well done, Casey. In all seriousness, hope you go well. They're moving forward, and what a monster game it was. Look,
To be honest, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect
are you worried that they have that ability in them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
you should. You
Yep.
should,
They
Grace.
kicked 13 goals in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they score well.
Pretty good.
They
you know,
did
You
ha-
know JK kicked 14 the week before, though.
12-6.
12-6. Build it up.
No mayo on it. Don't need it.
Best players take us,
twos.
Grace.
Nash Holmes, no shock there. Steph Uzelak, Ben Patterson, Caden McIntosh, Lockie Batch, and Ben Davis.
Yeah.
Which
Very
is
consistent names, aren't
very.
Steph Uzelak put up some big Prem data numbers as well. I reckon he's been posted a few times.
Six
Big
goals?
Yeah, 150, 150 points for Prem data again. 6 goals for Ben Patterson. So
they? Yep. And what do we got on the other
not much on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah, not much.
But look, they checked out. I reckon, they had nothing to play for really.
Doyle, Bath, Bell, Shea, Bajaya, and Hunter in the best for them. But if you've only kicked 6 goals, I'm not really sure there's too much best to celebrate. But season's over. Good on them. Reset. It would be a bloody hard year not having a ground, so that makes
And
it tough.
I heard that they don't get it till middle of next year.
Yeah, I'm hearing it's the middle of next year as well.
Yeah, that was,
That's
This will shock you.
huge.
Council's running behind. 'Cause,
All right.
but anyway, look, good on them. Good for them to finish the season that way. Montmorency, we get there. Banyule went 26-13, 169. West Preston heading down to Division 2, obviously 3-9-27. Now, let me tell you, as a guy that follows Division 1 pretty close, there's 5 sides over the moon. They missed out on percentage because they could have done some damage.
This is literally a tale of 2 different tapes here. Like they were playing off, I think, a couple of months ago for the relegation sort of battle, and then
Yep.
since then, Banyule have just absolutely turned a corner, played some serious footy. They're definitely one to watch for next season. As you said,
I'm
they're
excited for them.
yeah,
Genuinely,
Yeah, as
wholeheartedly,
a
I
neighbour.
am.
Until they beat you,
Yeah,
and then you'll
until
go
that
real,
happens.
you'll go real yellow.
No, but in all seriousness, look at that. Like that's massive for them.
Give me their best players there, Gracie.
Kyoji, JLK, no,
JLV.
JLV,
You're thinking about me, JK. Stop it, all right? Yeah.
Josh Collins, Oliver Poole, Liam Mackey, and Jack Langford.
And for
Goals to K Roos.
yes, very
They're all
good.
pretty much signed as well. I
Okay,
think,
give
on
it
the
to us,
list,
Mickey. Who are these West Preston bests?
So Matty Harmon, very consistent. Big game on the
year.
Premier Datas as well, actually.
200.
Alex Darrow, Nathan Ryan, Arvin Danny, Mitchell Phillips, and Liam Hagan on the best. Lawrence Nardella kicking a couple goals there.
Well, I mean, I must admit, as someone that's following, obviously, my young bloke in the footy in final series, I'm stoked Banyule's not there because they did beat Greensy earlier in the year. They are in as good a form as anyone, Banyule, right now, so they can hang there. We were talking about relegation maybe 7 or 8 weeks ago, but not really, but sort of.
Bring in the wild card for Div 1 next year, you reckon?
Oh,
And
may as well.
they'd be sniffing.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I was going to say it's a bit of a reverse to last year. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did they go out? No, I think they might have won a final or not.
Right.
But yeah, no, but it was a reverse to last year where they kind of finished off a little bit slowly. Whereas coming into the finals, obviously they missed out, but gee, they finished like a steam train.
Tell you who missed out on a relationship as well? JK. All right, so then we go Hurstbridge, 18-10, 118, watch the hand, 217, 11, 113. I'm in the Mickey tonight.
You've had one ginger beer and it's
One
starting to
ginger
come
beer,
out. I
it's
don't
on
mind
Mickey.
it. I haven't seen this Daz in a long time.
I don't know what happened to this game, but I heard, Mickey, that this came down to the last minute. Is that
30
right?
seconds.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So Hurstbridge were 39 points up at 3/4 time.
Wow.
Then Elthams kicked 7 goals in 20 minutes to hit the front. They were 6 points up, and then Kane Halls kicked a winner with about 30 seconds, 45 seconds left.
Do you know why? Because I ran into him in the morning. And whenever the footy show's involved, there's a winner.
So yeah, Kane Halls.
That's
kicked
why
a-
we keep winning.
Kane Halls kicked a winner with about 45 seconds. Eltham had one last thrust. For Sirens gone in there forward 50. Crazy game.
It's look, it's a game that didn't matter in the way of where they finished, but what I loved about it is two sides fought it out to the end, and that's what you want. Best players there, JK. Can you see that far? Or do I have to
Not
hand
really.
over to Grace?
Hurstbridge, Joel Naylor, Kaylin Anderson,
X Factor.
Harry O'Brien, Cam Wild again, Liam Middleton, and Matthew Nagel. Look, consistent names all year for them, I'd say.
Joel kicking 7.
Joel kicking 7 and Kaylin Anderson 5. Yeah, they're probably the ones that have done the job for them all year. They just probably, with the injuries middle part of the year, probably hurt them. And then we move over to Jaden Collins, Jason McCormick. He's had a massive year. David Evans, Ryden Gardner, Ben Crick, and Alex Bellchambers as well. Declan Ayres with 3, Jason McCormick 4. I'm really struggling. Get that up a bit higher,
That'll
please,
do it.
Padgeman.
Of
But yeah,
course,
look,
yeah.
it's probably rough year in terms of the finish for both of them. I think they both probably had positive sights at the start of the year, and to miss finals, they'd both be pretty disappointed, I'd say.
Yep, and Bongo re-signed during the week, and that's huge because there was a lot of rumours, to be honest, about all the clubs that were very interested in him. I thought he had 1 year remaining on his contract, which seems to be the case anyway, but anywho, he's remained. He's got another year there, and I think he'll be pretty sought after the following year, Nick.
Yeah, no, it'll be fascinating. Like, obviously, he's done a great job, getting Eltham back into Div 1 and making sure that they're doing okay, being a consistent challenger. But they'll obviously want to take that next step, get those juniors through that program as well, and make sure that they're a consistent finals challenger.
I reckon Padge did he play on the weekend, Bongo? Did he have a run around in the 1s or 2s?
2s.
How many did he kick?
I actually didn't see much in that one.
Shit effort, mate.
Wasn't as many as the week before. 'Cause I
Right.
work with his mum,
it
and she's
wasn't-
been coming in, and she's pretty
I
happy
was going to
usually.
say, wasn't too many because he hasn't rung me this week or
Yeah.
texted me. So
There's only a
must
few,
have
I think.
kicked a couple.
Yeah.
Then we went Greensboro 9-10-64, went down to Bundoora 15-7-97. And as it turns out, this will be the replay this Sunday as well. So I know Greensy had a few out, Bundy had a few out. So we're
It'll be
gonna
a good
see
game.
Going to see the best of these two flog it out on the big ground at Epping this Sunday.
Yeah, I heard it was a pretty good game of footy. Pretty hot for 3/4, and then Bundy probably kicked away. It's never good when they don't put up your best players.
Yeah.
But look, it's probably taking a lot of confidence for Bundoora to knock them off the week before the finals.
Yeah.
And they've hit some form. Like I'll be tipping them, I reckon.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I
Only
will be
'cause-
too.
Yeah.
Hope you both get sick. So then
With
for
the sniffles, or am I shitting myself again?
Bundoora. No, actually,
get sick together.
I've got some medicine in a
Love
minute.
sick,
I'll
beauty.
show you. I'll show you. I've gone and bought Kath some stuff. I'll show you in a second once we get some stuff up on the screen. But best for Greensy, as JK said, nobody. Clearly,
Mind
they weren't
games.
happy with
Oh, you
anyone.
were at the game?
Mind
weren't you?
games,
No,
mate.
I wasn't at the
Yeah,
game.
there
I was
you go.
calling.
Oh, you were. That's where I was meant to be.
the
Yeah,
other game, yep.
apologies.
Yep. And the Bundoora had Nathan Phillips, Matty Johnson, Ben McCarthy, Rowan McRae, Liam Kohler, and Tom Fry, all in the best. Liam Marlier kicking 4, Tom Fry kicking 3. And the focus is there was only the 1 goal, I think, for Jesse King, who finished third in
I
the
think he
goal
went
kicking.
goalless.
Scroll
went
down,
goalless.
scroll down. Don't you let me down. He did.
Did.
Kingy. Now, Kingy, he was robbed on a goal. He should have got a free kick then. We're just going to go with that because we know that the Heidelberg have won that as well.
Yeah, I think he lost by 4 in the end. So
Did he?
He needed 4 free kicks. So
We'll come to Heidelberg, I'm sure, about now. They went 21-16. Tell me how this happens, Mick. You tell me how they can lose to Diamond Creek last time. I've said last couple of weeks, I don't think we've seen 4th or 5th gear out of Heidelberg yet. Now, this isn't flexing. This is This is superpower stuff.
Pretty sure they had a vastly different team last time they played Diamond Creek as well. So
Still-
obviously, when you put together your best team this time of year, you want to play your best footy, and obviously
Vinny's a
Heidelberg's done
smart
that.
operator, gets them right for the right time of year. They went 21-16, 142 to Diamond Creek 4-2-26, who finish third on the ladder in their first year in Division 1. That's a massive achievement. Best on, again, Luke Bunker. We're going to talk Rosbrook. I was going to say Brownlow. We're going to talk Rosbrook. Good news, team. We've all been invited to the Rosbrook.
We got a date for that.
You going anyway?
Yes, I
Oh,
will
yeah?
be going.
So you won't be on our table?
I can be on your table.
Oh, we need to know where we fit in all this. Really, Grace, you've
Going off last year, I reckon your table would have been more fun, but that's okay.
So Luke Bunker, Sammy Gilmore, Braden Sear, Jordan Smith, Jess Getty, and Kai Demartina all in the best there. 5 goals to Braden Sear, 5 to Jordan Smith, who won the goal kicking for the year, and he knocked off the love of Grace's life, Zane Barzan, with only 3 goals. Now, Grace, true or not true, you sent death threats to to Jordan Smith at 5:10 p.m.
No.
Maybe
I still haven't forgiven him for
forgiven.
forgiving him.
Thank you, Mr. Comps.
You're the teacher.
Forgiven him for smashing my windscreen, but look,
Has he not paid?
still hasn't paid. But look,
have words
very
with
happy for him. Very happy for Barzo. Obviously, Barzo should have won, but we'll move on.
All right, we'll go over to Diamond Creek. Best for them were Matty Lewis, Darcy McPherson, Blake Hamilton, Nicholas Barrow, Nathan Searle, another smoky for Rosbrook, Jacob Booth. 2 goals to Nick Barrow and then singles elsewhere. So what an end of the season there. The final 5 page looks pretty much like Heidelberg, Montmorency, Diamond Creek, Bundoora, and Greensboro.
That's correct, yeah.
So that's a monster thing. Let's. We won't talk about the games coming up this week just yet. We will jump over to Division 2. Just go back to the main screen for 1 sec. Grace, I want to ask you about this photo that we're about to put up here, because you've gone from Footy Star, stole this person's job from underneath them, maybe more death threats from Grace, but we bring up the absolutely lovely and beautiful Kira, who was on our first year of the Northern Footy Show with us before she got poached by Fox Studios. Is it Fox?
SEN, yeah.
She's over there. She's producing a show. I'm told from very good information, Padge, that she's the boss there. She's in total control. And here's you and her having a chat, doing her first interview. I was there with her. I think I was filming from memory.
Yes, you were.
And there's a rumour going around town that you're making a sensational comeback next year.
Yes, maybe. We'll see how we go. But yeah, Kira is a great producer, great sports person. So hopefully one day we can get her on the show.
Kira, we're calling you out. Finals coming up. You just let the
Great
guys
operator.
at SEN know we need you. We'll make the show work around you. I'd love to have her and Bonners on as special guests before the end of the year where the show started. Bonners not so much because he's pretty ugly, but Kira's fantastic. We'll have her on and we'll go. There's a second one. I want to do now. We did ask Grace to do Team of the Year, Division 1, and we're going to release it now. Here it is. Put it up on the big screen for us, Padgy. Here we go. Now, what's going on here, Grace? Is this all Heidelberg?
Yes,
The
all
whole lot?
Heidelberg players to be revealed. I'm still trying to work out at the moment who's my favourites, who's my not at the footy
All
club.
private players.
So,
I thought you were trying to put Reservoirs team in there, but that's okay.
Drafted
so
them.
hopefully next week we can start revealing that. But yes, all Heidelberg players at the moment.
Wow, no, that is a ripper. And before you start sending in the hate mail, we're only joking.
It was
We're
only
having
a
bit of
joke.
Fun. We're having fun. Although I have seen her real side, it's pretty close. But anyway, let's go to Division 2 very quickly. Let's power through. There was a couple of finals this weekend. I was going to say lads and lady. But Grace, who expected this? Northcote Park 6-6-42 went down to St Mary's 9-14-68, 12 scoring shots to a lot, 23. Big game there. Northcote Park's going to have to do it the long way home. I still think they can, for sure. But St Mary's, after coming off a few losses, had to
Yeah,
go
we were
bang.
saying last week, St Mary's, the wheels have fallen off, but they're gone straight back on because that's a massive win.
Monster. Mickey,
Huge.
did you expect it?
Confuses me even more
I
now.
thought it was going to be close. you know, closer than it was in the end. But yeah, St Mary's, they've got a few back. They've, you know, been able to get the job done. Northcote Park, I think they're missing a few. Like, obviously, the depth's been questioned a little bit throughout the season, but, you know, they'll back themselves to
They'll have
get
a few
it
back
right.
this week
Yeah.
too. So it'll be
Okay.
very interesting. JK, can they still win it from here?
Look, we have copped it a little bit for not backing them throughout for the year. Look, they can still win it. But obviously, yeah, doing it the long way doesn't help. South Morang still clear favourites for mine. Yeah, look, they can still win it, but I wouldn't write them off.
Best players for Northcote Park were James McArdle, Ben Armstrong, Sammy Ahmed, Noah Langbourne, Ricky Fandrick, and Xavier Cromie. And for who'd they play?
St Mary's.
And Tommy Eames, Hugh McGibbon, I should say, Kieran Abbott, Will Dean, Nicholas Dean, and Ty Kitchell. All of those names have featured all year round too.
Yeah.
Like, they are really the strength of both of those sides. 3 goals to Michael Ahmad, 2 to Ricky Fandrick. Leo goalless. He come on the show. He's the first person to kill us and not back up with best on ground.
Yeah.
And wasn't in the best.
And they're meant to win every time they come
You know
on the
why,
show
Grace?
too.
Sat in JK seat. It's a bad luck seat this year.
Did he? Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
That's my seat.
No,
That's
no,
hard
you've
to
been
comment on.
demoted.
I see now.
Not at all. He is still the king here, JK. This is definitely my last week on the show. Kath will be back next week. And goals for who'd they play against? St Mary's, Tommy Eames, Nicholas Dean. Tommy Eames kicked 4, actually, Nicholas Dean 2, and some singles after that. All right, let's jump out of that game. We'll talk about their next week coming up. The second game was Old Paradians versus Whittlesea. 12-15-87. Old Paradians got the job done over Whittlesea, 8-10-58. Now, JK, my phone was remotely quiet this week.
Oh my
There was
god.
very big text
We
messages
might have copped
coming
it. We
through.
might have copped a few receipts for.
We
I
deserve
think
it. We like it.
You wrote them off in one of your posts. That,
I picked him to win the flag.
yeah, well, I picked them to make the granny at the start of the year, but apparently halfway through the year, if you write them off, they just remember that.
Yeah.
So that's okay. But what I do remember will be this result, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought they were going to come through strong and really push, you know, for a prelim. But turning it around, OPs have stood up and, you know, made it to the semi-final, which is massive for them. In what, second year Div 2, is it? So
Yeah, massive for them. I mean, speaks volumes that they're able to get out of Div 3, get into Div 2, stay there in the first place.
Yeah.
But to recruit smartly to get to a point where you can play finals in Div 2 and win a final, that's an incredible effort from them.
Couple of people in there that I can reveal JK has in his team of the year too. But we'll go through them. Mitchie Kane, Darcy Valance, Billy Bedford, Jesse Kane, Kyle O'Sullivan and Kyle McDonald, all in the best there. And for Whittlesea, Thomas Falls, Deacon Tennant, Liam Tyrell, Ty Bland, Clacy Bland, and Mitchell Andrews, all in their best. 3 goals for McVeigh for Old Peas, 2 for Rufus Jones, and then just the 2 for Framano from Whittlesea and 1s after that. Look, it's an end of an era there with Gary Ramsey. That's his final game. And you have the new coach coming in next year as well, Mickey.
Yep, Andrew Fairchild. Yep, he
so
comes in.
He's going to be, I think he's going to be a good coach. Tom,
Well,
might have been right.
it seemed like after they announced it, they kind of turned it around a little bit. So I reckon after seeing a few of the signings, you know, they were rumoured to be moving. So I reckon they could push again next year, and it might be a big shift they kind of needed. You know, sometimes some fresh blood and
Look what's
some new
happening
views.
at Carlton. We're going to win the flag.
Jesus. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say on Whittlesea actually, like they changed a lot earlier than just having Ramsey. So this all started last year. So they've looked to go a lot more local.
Yep.
In terms of like their players that they have and you know, just going through their juniors a lot as well. So they've been able to kind of regenerate on the run a little bit. So to make finals, considering they're, you know, in a tricky position where they're 2 games out of the finals and 2 games away from relegation, they've done really well to make the finals in the end. But it's a bit of a process at the moment for Whittlesea.
Grace, can any of these sides beat South Morang?
I'm going to say St Mary's.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, off that performance, yes, you would think so.
Oh, yeah.
Can they back it up 2 weeks in a row?
Oh, look, like with the way the division's gone all year, anyone can beat anyone.
Anyone.
It's
anyone's
but
game.
yeah, I'm still firm on South Marine being flag favourites.
I think they deserve to be right now. They finished the top of the ladder. History says if you finish up top, you're around about a 70% chance of winning it. So odds are in their favour right now. Let's go to Div 3, Padge. There was only the two games down here for this one. So
What a game this was.
this was insane. Me and Mickey T called the game. It was... We were tight. We were tucked up in the car together, headset on. There was a stage where he reached over Grace and held my hand.
No, that's not true. Hey, but it did look like it was wraps after 10 minutes for this game, didn't it? Because Ivanhoe kicked the first 7 in 10 minutes.
They were 42 points up 11 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
It was
Talk me through it
unbelievable.
then. Like obviously with the
Really?
scoring shots,
Yep.
Lauren has
Mate,
had.
Was there a
more than
breeze?
No,
Yes.
there wasn't. I'd love to tell you there was a big breeze.
Yeah, what was
It was a
wasn't
bit later in the
Yeah,
day.
it was pronounced probably during the second and third quarter, but wasn't really favouring one end. It was more like going like across the ground more than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ivanhoe in front of goal. They hadn't kicked less than 10 behinds in the game all year. They've run it. I did the sums yesterday. They ran it 53% for the whole year.
Wow.
And now all of a sudden they kicked 19 goals for. Schultzy spoke to me and I mentioned it in the piece that I wrote yesterday. He had Paul Hudson come over, Jason Heatley come over. They had a bit of a chat to the
Seemed
forwards
to
as well.
work.
So yeah,
You
it
watch
seemed to
every other
work.
side call
exactly
those two
right.
blokes this week there.
Yeah.
They'll be in demand. Well, the score was 19-418 to Lorimer 12-12-84. What I can tell you, JK, is that start is probably the best start to football I think I've ever seen. I think Lorimer had it in their forward 50 once in the first 11 minutes, and they went bang, 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 and Dalla Rocca, let me tell you, I think he had 4 goals at quarter time,
He
4
did,
of the
yes.
7
Yep.
at quarter time. He was absolutely on fire. And there's a guy, it comes off his boot and he celebrates. He knows where that ball, very similar to your goals a couple of weeks ago, JK, looking after you there. But he kicked 4 and Paddy Fitzgerald kicked 4. If I could be critical, I thought they were a bit one-dimensional towards
Yes.
Deuter.
Yes.
And I thought Deuter had 3 guys hanging off him consistently. I think if Lorimer are to win the grand final, it's going to have to be a multi-directional forward line because if you go
just
that way,
rely.
if you go that way in again, Grace, in a couple of weeks, if you're there, they're predicting that they've got Deuter covered with 3 hanging off him. He looked like a bloody swiping flies at one stage, Deuter. They were all over him. He still kicked 4.
I was going to say, we picked that during the last quarter. Like, obviously, they were going to Deuter a lot. And, like, you know, fair credit to them, they were pushing. They got within a goal.
Yep, they did get back within 6 points.
But, you know, you got... Joel Lawson was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, he was fantastic. Like,
You and
know,
I were arguing over the votes, weren't we? It was
we were,
very tight.
no, it
Scroll
was-
up a little
and-
bit.
and
Mike.
then it's like, you know, you got obviously Big Keezy as well. Tyler Thomas probably at their toes as well. You know, those kinds of types, you know, hopefully they get on the end of a few as well if they're back in the grand final and, you know,
Yeah.
next week. But we'll have to see how they go against Watsonia first.
I thought they're good. As we go to the best players here, we had for Lorimer, Daniel Horsfield. We both had him best on ground.
Yeah,
we thought he was
Horsfield was
definitely
best
best
on,
on
yes.
ground.
For Ivanhoe.
Right, yeah, for Ivanhoe. Riley Lowton, Patrick Dalla Rocca was sensational. We had him in the votes. Frederico was good. I thought not as prominent as he usually is, but still enough to do some damage. Ruben Blackmore Moore was very, very good. Cooper Tyler. And then for Lorimer, Josh Leather.
Lever was very good.
He was very good. Wasn't my best on, though, like for them, but I thought he was very good. Josh Campbell, we nicknamed Soups during the game. He became
Great
Campbell
battle
Soups.
between him and Lowton
Yes,
throughout.
very, very
Yep.
good. They fought it out hard and fair. Joel Lawson, Luke Wilson, Matty Keys, and Noah Mooney. Just a quick one. You picked it beautifully. There was a pocket there that is like quicksand. It is a bog hole, right?
Yep.
Nothing you can do about it. It's obviously where the water sits at Laylaw. But Lorimer slowed the game down by taking the ball, or it seemed that way, to that pocket. And every time the ball landed, Grace, he just went, it
Bang.
did not move. It was
Dead ball.
Because like obviously Ivanhoe love those angles. They love changing those angles. They love getting it from like one half back flank into a corridor into another, you know, into the other side of the ground and then changing back and then delivering straight inside 50. So by neutralising the game a little bit, as Lorimer did in the second, third, and probably the early stage of the last, they dominated the, you know, that period as well.
Yeah.
it was really effective. It's something that I'll take note of if they can make a grand final.
Totally agree. Let's go to the next game. And because this one was the bigger one on the Sunday where Mernda played Watsonia. I checked the scores. I was down at Gippsland at my young niece's dancing concert. Tell you what, she's got her uncle's moves. Telling you, I can pop it too, Grace.
Pop it. I can pop it.
Grace is disgusted here. I'm sure your dad's sitting there going, he's such a dad.
Yes.
But Mernda went 8-10-58 and Watsonia went bang 18-12, 120. I wasn't at the game. Did you go, Mickey?
No, I was at the women's grand finals, but look, covering that, like obviously as a Murder person with red and blue, like it's disappointing. But what's only of a story here? But it's incredible. Like people wrote them off throughout the whole pre-season, and now they're in a prelim final. I think there's so much momentum going the way of Binnock Park at the moment with the way Watsonia have been playing throughout. I guess the last 5-6 quarters as well, finals footy, they've been fantastic. I think they're the story here.
Yeah, look, I think that they're going to be very special. As I try and log into my password without my glasses, I think they're going to be very special. It's going to be a big game this weekend because Watsy will meet Lorimer for a spot in the grand final. We will be calling the game this week, this Saturday, which is going to be good. Ben Keen's coming out of his Greensboro retirement because there's no game there as well, and we'll work it out as we go who the other commentators are. But it's going to be a monster. Best on ground here was Jacob Russell, Lockie Potter, Zach. Cha-Cha, thank you. Jaden Bauer, Christopher Roussos.
Yep.
Wonder if his dad's name is Dennis. Do you all like to know who Dennis Roussos is? Are you?
No idea.
All right.
Bits and pieces.
I think he's.
I told you old and 32 before.
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm surprised you know who Dennis Roussos. All the over 40s at home probably know from their parents' records. And James Sekulowski, and then for Watsonia, Gout. He's going to be man of the finals if he keeps going. Seb Tarkson, I'm going to go. I think is the fastest kid I've seen play football this year.
Really?
Yep. He is a jet. He has re-signed already, but
Damn
jeepers.
it.
I was going to say Heidelberg straight away.
Gun,
Straight on
absolute superstar. Seb, he did pay me $20 to say that. Luke Lowry, Ryan Tallarico.
$20 is $20,
James
huh?
Latrobe, $20 is $20. That's what you said last week. And Declan Pearce, Lachlan Bowden, all in the best. Cam Cloak he's not even on one leg anymore. He's on half of the other leg.
Yep.
He kicks 4. Lukey Stone 4, Seb Tarkson, Gout kicks 3, Bailey White kicks 3, singles there. Christian Evans kicks 2, Kyle Green back from holidays kicks 2, and singles everywhere else. This is going to be a monster of a game on Saturday. I can't wait to call this one, and I actually have no idea who's going to win it, but we are going to force Grace to tip very shortly. Now, I think we've covered that. I want to go through this. If there's any comments, you can bring them up now. The team of the year. There's a couple of players I don't think I can dismiss out of Division 2. Must be ins. But you go through what you've got, JK, because you're the boss.
So we just started from the back line. Heaps of time being put in this as well. So we will go to the back pocket. Billy Bedford from OP. Is there another comment?
Grace. What is it, Grace? Bring it up.
My inflatable doll will get jealous.
Grace and
Lisa's getting jealous. I don't mind it.
Wow.
I did ask her on a date.
I knew she was pretty keen on you too. Is that our little...
Every comment's just Lisa. I don't mind it. Jay,
Brett McCaffrey meeting with Burnside.
Burns, he won't travel that far. There's no chance in the world. They have to start with a 1 and have 3 digits afterwards.
Violet's down in Deer Park. JK something will probably be sick for the Rosbrook. I don't mind that. Did Layla get anyone invited that night? Probably not. Anyways, Dara resigned at West Preston. Yep. All the clubs can stop calling. Yep. There's definitely one I knew that was
Done.
calling in.
Good point, Doyley.
Widowsea's, I can't even read
Such
it.
a big region, they will be a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. Sounds like something out of Star Wars there.
Dalla Rock is a good player. He played with my nephew at Banyule.
Amazing how many games Lisa
This is
Carlisle
good,
gets
man.
to each week, isn't it? She's a freak.
She is a freak.
All right, now, so Division 2, what do you got for me? Who cannot
Sorry.
not be in that side?
well,
Grace takes over. She's the boss.
I'm just going to run with the back line for now
All right.
because obviously I think we spoke about it before. And look, it's when you look at the times in best and things like that. It's a big midfielders sort of gig.
Yep.
And I think to all the coaches, they probably need to start rewarding the back line a little bit more.
Yep.
Because it's hard to go through that. But Prem Data kind of backs his team up a little bit. And then once we get to the forwards, you just pick the ones that have kicked goals. It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Okay, give us
so
a-
from the back pocket.
Thanks for the long story, though.
I've missed for 2 weeks. Got a lot of talking to catch up on. All right, back pocket, we have Billy Bedford from OP. Dom Akui from St. Mary's. Thanks for that, Grace. Lisa Carlisle just messaged me, are you and Grace a couple? Thank you for that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We go to the other back pocket, Deacon Tennant from Whittlesea. Then we have from South Morang, Teague Van Sweenan. On the halfback flank, centre halfback, Riley Livingston from Panneil. And the other halfback flank is Neville Jetta, Fitzroy Stars. Couple of boys stiff to miss out on the ground. Sammy Ahmed from Northcote Park and Yusuf Dib from Thomastown.
Wow. Big names too. But similar to what Kath did last week, he said, I'm going to put people in their positions as if they were against each other rather than just filling it up with some odds and ends.
Yeah, look, probably that was the hardest part with the half-back line. There were so many that led the intercept possessions for the year that were half-backers. But yeah, you just kind of back it in and basically what I say goes and whatever else they think they can do their own side. So.
100%. So if you're not happy with his team, you've actually got to put up your own team. But anyway, I'm sure that'll come out. For me,
Or tell me why I'm wrong. Like,
Yep.
you can tell me why I'm wrong. That's fine.
well, I reckon there's a couple of players that just can't miss.
Yeah.
Okay, full stop. I think Matt Perry, I think he's got to be in this side. I think he's a superstar.
Well, especially with Northcote Park having a good year. Yep, I'll
Darcy
cop that.
Barden, spoke to Darcy. We'll get him on a podcast this week. He's going to jump up and do a podcast with me as well. And I think Nathan Stefanali in the middle has to be there. I think he's the premier ruckman.
Well, that's definitely a tough position to pick.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
Connor McDonald,
Connor McDonald,
Hugh and McGibbon as well. So there's three of them. But yeah, Stefanel's
room for
probably
him.
going to be my
I
ruckman.
think Connor McDonald wins the best and fairest for Div 2.
Yeah, maybe. He could be right be there, couldn't he? And Kane Proctor for me is outstanding. My one that I'd find room for is Kobe Bryant. I just had a really good year. But anyway, that's my opinion.
It's going to be one of those teams that's really, really hard, and there's probably going to be a big spread because there wasn't a big like Fremantle in the AFL where they had 5 in the All-Australian side because they was so far in front on top. But it was such a close division that, yeah, they're probably going to be sharing, there's 3 or 4 from each team potentially or...
So many good names on here, isn't there? Like Mackenzie Hogg, Ty Kitchell. There's just so many. You've got to...
Oh, Kitchell's almost a lock, I'd say.
I was going to say a guy that I thought was a bit stiff to miss out in the back line was James McArdle. I think he's an energizer bunny off a halfback flank for Northcote Park.
Yeah. Yeah, look,
Sitting on the bench.
it's one of the hardest things to do to get them in as Grace spills the beans on the bench. But there's players all the way down on this. And we printed off a list of 50 and it's like, what the hell? We have spoken a lot about Ivanhoe tonight. Lisa's probably getting a little bit buzzy. So we'll see how
Seems
this
like she's
one
getting a
ends
bit
up.
buzzy about something
Yeah,
else,
she's
so that's
getting
fine.
very confident over
Maybe she
there.
could just
Getting
buzz her
lippy,
out
is she?
next to her bed, get that one running. And anyways,
It's on for young and old. All right. So if you've got someone that needs to be in, you've got to put it up. You've got to let us know during the week, which will be really important. Now, Grace, Division 1. Can I
Yes.
give you my cannot misses?
You can, but I'm not going to say I'm going to listen either.
I didn't manage to fit a Heidelberg player into this list. Just joking.
Righto, off we go.
For me, JLV is got to be a lock. I think I did a post the other day. I think Nash Holmes, JLV, and Bunker would be splitting hairs going into this Rosbrook. I'd love to see a 3-way tie. That'd be amazing. And that's being disrespectful, like I said, tie. But I think that there's guys like Keezy that to not mention his name is disrespectful. I think he's had another belter of a year.
proven polar as well.
Yeah, and then there's guys like Liam Marley has had a fantastic year as well. Jesse King's had a fantastic year. This could go so
Lockie
many
East
different
from Westbridge.
Easto. David Evans, Elton, I think he's done a really good job there as well. So Jackson Davies, to mention a few, we could just keep going and going. Even O'Neill Moncrief had a very good year. At
Very,
Bunbury.
very good. They speak highly of him
I
up
think
that
I
way.
think
Yeah.
he'll go close to Team of the Year. I think he's, we've got some involvement in this. We'll get to it. But who, from your perspective, can't miss?
Okay, how much time are we
She's
at?
smiling. No,
Let me just get Vinny's board out now.
It's your show, Grace. We're here for you.
No, look, it's actually going to be a very tough one to pick, and maybe I do a team without Heidelberg players or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that would rank.
It would, but
There's your challenge.
yeah, non-negotiables. You know, the Nash Holmes, JLV, Luke Bunker, obviously, but I've kept my cards close to my chest. I've already got it ready. So
Really?
yes.
You're going to give me anything?
Nah.
Can't even give me the back
I'll
line?
go watch Monty Dymo on the weekend
Right.
and confirm a couple of
Ooh,
things. But
sneaky. I like
I was
this.
going to say, I don't know if I mentioned this. You know what I'd love to see? Heidelberg versus the rest of the NFNL. I'd love to see that as a game
The
of
best
footy.
side?
Yep.
That's a good shout.
Gee, that is
NFNL All
ripper.
Stars versus Heidelberg.
Nah.
I'd love to see that.
nah,
Why not, Grace?
You already seen them lose one game.
I can't do it again.
Not happy with
Nah,
that.
we would. Yeah, we'd probably get beat. To be honest.
I did a post during the week. I think it was part of my Daz and Pete podcast without Pete with Keeney.
Yeah.
That I reckon Heidelberg gets a fair bit of grief for being so successful. It's a bit of that tall poppy syndrome. I'm not going to divulge who, but I had a private email from inside at the club. The amount of work that goes behind the back there to make that happen is amazing. I think they're a benchmark, and the sooner clubs start treating it as a benchmark and trying to get as organised as they do, this isn't a 2-3 year project. This is a 10 year project coming to fruition as well. I respect them. I wish I seen that success at Carlton or wherever. But
Well, football clubs are businesses in the end, and I think they're just so well run from the top to bottom, and that's why the proven success has been for so long now. I think Mickey, you might have said it today in our group chat that pops off all the time. Like the 19s reserves, they're winning too. So it's not like you're just buying a premiership all the time and stuff like that. It's a built-in dynasty from the ground up.
And they can lose. It's been proven they can lose. What odds? How confident are you Heidelberg win this grand final?
Look,
Be honest.
I am very confident, but
So are you that confident that if you lose, maybe JK gets a kiss on the cheek?
oh
or something?
God, no.
Not that confident.
In all serious,
But a dime over cost me there. Why'd you beat him during the year?
in all seriousness though, like after last week's show, I spent a lot of time thinking about Heidelberg and us, and I just sit back and I think, like you said, Daz, this is built 10 years in the making, and
100% right.
everyone will say whatever they want to say about us, but if I was an outsider looking in, I'd be like, I want to be like them. How can I be like them? So
Yep.
yeah,
No, I totally agree. I think Diamond Creek's done something similar.
yeah,
They
absolutely
have built for a longer term plan. I actually feel like Old Paradians doing the same in second division as well. Structurally, they're amazing. Like I
And
hear
then
so
another
much
club,
positive.
a bit different, South Morang as well. I think
South Morang,
they've started
absolutely.
from
They've got the
Division
juniors,
3,
yep.
10-year
You
plan.
know, remember
sort
they
of
were in
thing.
trouble quite a few
Big
years
trouble.
ago.
So
Huge.
Come back. Their committee have got it together. They're structured well, strong juniors. They're leading the force. If they go back up South Morang, they ain't coming back down.
yeah.
Because I said on a podcast earlier in the week, there's 10 plus Division 1 players that are one-pointers. They'll throw the kitchen sink at them. Oh, guys, look, here's my delivery. Calf's medicine's arrived. Hang on one sec.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Let me get the door.
What are you doing?
Calf's medicine.
This ginger beer's gone to his head.
There, Calf. Harden up your house. There's your medicine. Get a sniffle. Come on, mate. What's going on, Calf?
So random.
Yeah, so random.
You were deep and
One
meaningful
beer.
there.
Yeah,
beer.
I was sucked into
I
the
was locked
combo.
in.
4 weeks to go, guys.
Yeah, 4 weeks to go.
4 weeks to go. Now we are going to have a little bit of a drink up on the last one, aren't we? We're going to do rooftop somewhere. Have we decided on a place?
Oh, when is this decided? If anyone's
It's
booking,
grand final week for us. Or if we make
it?
if we win, shit, I shouldn't have
Right.
have we
said
got?
that.
What are we? It's a beer pong. What are we doing?
No, but we're going to have just a night out. So I was thinking maybe we could invite Lisa Carlisle.
Yeah, she can come.
Oh, I'd love Lisa Carlo to come.
Lisa can join us in the VIP lounge of one
Yes.
in our little end of season party. All right, let's go to.
That was so random.
Yeah, Caff will book the end of season party. We're going to Osborne.
Oh, now we're going to like the tunnel or something. Is that still open? All right, let's jump into the games this week. Start with Division 1, Padgy. All right, Montmorency take on Diamond Creek at Epping on Saturday at 2:10 p.m. I need to know the winner and by how much. Start with you, Mickey T.
I'm really fascinated to know how Diamond Creek bounced back, to be honest. I think they've shown they matched up really well with Monty this year. So
Yep.
I just think Monty get it done by a goal, maybe.
Monty by 25 points. I think the loss to Heidelberg the week before is probably going to have some mental demons in there. And I just feel like they've run out of steam a little bit. However, if I was grading their year, it's a massive A.
Yes.
So I don't want to talk bad about them, but I just think, I think Monty will get the chocolates here.
Yep.
Straight sets incoming.
Oh, this will kill Grace. Arch enemies everywhere.
They're my two arch enemies, and it's a tough one. Look, I'm sure Dymo do want to bounce back, but I don't think they have enough steam left. So I think Monty by at least 19 points.
I'm going to go.
Dymo, aren't you?
I'm
you
not.
suck up.
I want to, but I'm not. I think you can't beat Nash Holmes at the moment is sensational, and the support crew behind him. I think they get it done. I think they get home by 55 points.
Really?
I think they're that good.
Really?
Yep, I do. I think if they win by 50 plus points,
They play in the
your
grand final.
premiership reign is over, sister.
Oh, that is. Did you
over.
see the last time we played them?
Over.
That's
Doesn't
a huge
matter.
score.
They're foxing with you.
I'm not here. I'm not here grand final week.
Right.
Well, it's all right. We're hosting it at Heidelberg. Apparently part of our contract. Must host at Heidelberg. Spadooch. If you put on the Spadooch, we'll host the show from there.
Mum
All right.
cooks on a Thursday night. Steak
Ooh,
sandwiches
gotta be
usually.
in that.
I'm Aussie as. What is Spadooch?
Spadooch, do you know? You do?
Continue. Let's go.
I only realised what it was. Grace brought it over to me a couple of weeks ago. Bundoora take on Greensborough. Replay of last week, but this time with the best of two sides in together. Bundoora have done amazing, coming from third last year to finish one game off second on the ladder. That is amazing. I think it's one game, or is it two games? Close enough. Anyway, and Greensborough, they drop a couple from last year, but we're talking nothing. They had a rough start to the seasons. A couple of things didn't go their way. A lot of players out with VFL commitments, but they match off both of these sides. Going to be a ripper on Sunday at 2:10. This will be live on Plenty Valley FM on the radio by the league. So not us. So don't tune into us. But I think this is a ripper game. Mickey, you give it to me, big fella. The scores.
I just don't know how Greensborough are going to get it done offensively, to be honest. I think Bundoora win by 2 goals.
This is bittersweet for you, isn't it? Like, you would have thought the elimination final, obviously your ex against the next, like this is pretty good. I'm going to say Bundy by 5 goals again. But yeah, very bittersweet for you.
I think Greensborough are going to give them a bit of payback, and I think Greensborough will get over the line by 11 points.
And this is why Grace sits here, JK. So if you've ever wondered why, right?
I know why.
Security of an older gentleman who treats her
I
respectfully.
think I need
and
to
says
sit on the
hello
end
to
away
her
from
and-
everyone in my own
Yes.
little bubble.
I am clearly going to go Greensborough. I think they get this done, but I think it's an absolute ripper. I say Greensy kick the goal after the siren to win it.
Who kicks it?
McCubbin?
Zach McCubbin, why not? He had a belter last week with 5.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be
yep, that's
nice if
mine. Going to be a ripper game. Both sides have had outstanding seasons.
If Brandon
Bundoora
kicked it,
better.
it'd be pretty cool, but that's all
Well, he's
right.
only kicked one in his life. So
He's only got to kick one more.
Yep, you never know. I'd be happy with that as well. All right, next. All right, so the next round will be obviously South Morang meets St Mary's Saturday at Eltham Central Park, 2:10 p.m. This is also being covered by the league, so Plenty Valley FM if you want to tune in live for that one. Look, everyone will think this is a South Morang thing. It's tighter than that, isn't it, Mickey?
Yeah, no. So it was 1 point of a difference last time out. St Mary's end up winning with a late goal. I just think South Morang get it done this time around. I think they get it done by 3 goals.
I think it'll be very tight. When I say South the favourites, like we said, has been close. I think they win by a goal.
I'm going to go St Mary's win. I have all confidence in them, and I think they'll get over the line by 7 points.
I think it's really tough game to pick. I just can't go past South Morang finishing top of the ladder and the way they've got it together. Players are back. I think they're in the best nick they can. I think they get it done by 11 points.
Week off helps as well, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 points.
Not always.
Not always. You're right, Grace. That's why you're the boss of the show. Now, the last one here for there is Northcote Park take on Old Paradians. Everything's on the line here. Sunday, 2 p.m. Eltham Central Park. Northcote Park, finished second on the ladder. They were on top for 99% of the year. Old Paradians are a bit of a success story, bouncing up second year in the finals. Well, this is a tough one. Mickey, give it to me.
Northcote Park's been exceptionally hard to judge over the last 6 weeks or so. I don't know. I feel like Paradians might pinch this. I feel like they might pinch it by a couple of goals.
Wow.
I'm going to go Northcote Park by 3 goals. I think OP's won their grand final last week. They'll take the big final and they've had a big year, but Northcote Park got a lot more to play for.
No, I think OP will get the job done by 11 points at least.
Yeah, tough one. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to the Cougars one more time. I think they've played better footy all year. Pretty confident they got 3 players back into this side this week. And if that's the case, they're just going to be too strong. The bigger ground suits them as well out at Central Park. Very similar to the Northcote Park ground. I said Northcote Park get home by 15. And we head over to Division 1. Grace is not happy. No one's agreeing with her at the moment.
We'll go to Div 3.
I feel the heat. I'm feeling the heat. And Div 3, did I say Div 1?
Yeah.
Apologise. Not really. Lorimer take on Watsy for a spot in the grand final. I've got to say, I called with Mickey T last week. There's nobody he doesn't know. I have a sheet up on the dashboard. I have to look up sometimes, check the player. Every time I call the wrong player, Mickey goes, incorrect. That was Lawson. Incorrect. That was Della Rocca.
No,
It's all over me, mate.
No.
There's no one
not
in this
a
band
chance.
doesn't know. So you tell me no one's better pressed than for you to select this winner.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Apted, comes in as well to
Big in.
Man Cloak as well. So
Team of the year player too.
What's only been getting closer, they're going to have a nothing to lose attitude, but I think Lorimer will win this by 5 goals.
Yeah, probably just that finals experience will come in handy here. Lorimer by 4 goals.
Yeah, I'm the same. Probably Lorimer by 3-4 goals.
Now, to be
You're
fair,
going to go what's on
to be fair, no, I'm definitely not going to go what's on yet because I'm a
loves
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
I'm a
yeah.
Jimmy man. I love Jimmy. The reason they probably lose is because of me. I hoax them every week. But Anthony McGregor, he said in an article this week that people writing him off fuels him. And he uses
exactly
it.
right.
Very, very smart man. Anthony, I couldn't be more scared to come into the rooms and say hello at the moment. So, next year I promise I'll tip you, but unfortunately for this one, I have to go to the Jimmy Power, and I think they get this done by 7 goals.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Watsoni.
I'm so happy with them. They've done an amazing job.
I had the task of trying to speak to Anthony in the end a couple of weeks ago after their first finals when he was fired up in the rooms. I'm like, oh, I might not get to chat to him here, but full credit to him. He had a chat. He kept his receipts, and he's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
right.
What is it? What do you got there, Grace?
Grace is actually a very young and running water. Oh, it's gone. Running water.
Grace is actually very young and running water at the very start.
Yeah,
Yes.
2016, I was running water.
Now, there's a man that doesn't get enough credit for what's happened
Yeah.
to Bundoora this year. He
Yes.
has absolutely turned that place around and inside out. I'd tell you honestly, a lot of the credit goes to that man. Any other comments there that matter, Padgy?
They all matter. We do love our fans.
love
we
the
love
comments.
when they come in.
Bulls to beat Borough. Who said that?
Ali Nikolovsky.
It's the last time you're ever allowed to comment on here, Ellie. You're out.
Ali's
Ellie's a ripper. She comments every
Lisa
week.
agrees with me.
What's this one? Who's Arben Denny from West is a must-have in the back line. What an absolute shine. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, yeah.
Arben, if you're listening, check your messages. I sent you a message during the week, mate.
But how many West players can you have in there?
What?
Considering
Jack-
Where they finished?
Where they finished?
Yeah, absolutely. Southie get the job done by 20. Thomas
Got a
says
bit of an obsession. here.
onside. If any
Doesn't
club
matter,
beats
just-
Heidelberg, it's a free video for them in 2027.
Oh,
That's a pretty good one.
Cool, I like that.
Ivanhoe could. Lisa, put the buzzer away. Enough's enough.
oh my God, Lisa is crazy. What is going on tonight?
Courageous. All right, guys. Now, first show ever under an hour. I want you to all send your most sincere best wishes to Brent McCaffer. I want you to all do it individually. I'm going to start. I'll lead the way. Brent, we love you. You're a tough man in physical great shape. I'd be lying if I said I don't look at your biceps regularly during the show since I've been producing.
Are you reading this off Katie, or is this what Katie said? Or
This is from my wife, actually, yes. But you're soft. This very, very soft, mate. Come on, you need to man up a little bit. V for Vix, V for Rape, Rub and come in. Now, Grace, you give it to him because you've said some cold things about him tonight in the green room.
No, I did not. I said I feel sorry for him. I hope he's okay. I like Calf.
Boo. Give it to him because he's been ploughing into you too, JK. Have you got something more to add?
Calf has never
No,
ploughed
if
me.
you need anything, Calf, I'll look after you.
That breaks his heart more.
Not really. I just miss him as well. I haven't seen him in a month, so we'd probably be due. I reckon he's having a big Saturday this week.
Another good commentator too. Commentated really well.
He's going all right. That's good. But yeah, miss him. Due for a beer.
Big fan, Calf. Hopefully the liver poisoning doesn't get you too hard, like it has been over the year. But nah, big fan, Calf.
Is Calf a chance to win the medal?
No.
Surely not.
Average 41.
Didn't win
touches.
enough games. And he didn't win it the year before when he did the same. And they won more.
I'd have voted for him.
Doing a bit for the newspaper at the moment, going through all 3 divisions. So I'm trying to work out who's doing what, who's who in a zoo, basically. So
Yep.
Should be some interesting tips coming through.
Well, can we start a rumour? My rumour is Calf will be playing Division 1 footy next year.
I know he's playing Division 1 footy
That's
next
my
year.
rumour. We'll start one early. He'll be sitting there going, what are you talking about, man?
Well, that's probably why he can't be on the show. His phone's blown up that many times.
I
But
didn't even get commission for it. That's ridiculous. All right, are we done? All
I
right.
think we
you got
are.
anything else to say about Calf or Calf? Like that's the best you got.
We spoke about Calf nearly the whole show tonight. It's a Calf
We love
show
him. We miss
without
him.
Calf.
He's part of the foundation that leaves me off the show. All right, until next week, keep kicking goals.